roses somebody gave me, 'cause I'm dead and
Yo, 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 what's up, what's happening? It's your host, Mr. Keenan. Fosterdaumas with me. The entry point. Week 4.
4 of them.
Alright, we're going to get right into it, guys.
Jump on in.
Hit them with the startems and situms from last week.
Hit 'em.
Missed on a few.
I missed. Whiff.
Missed on a few.
Whiff.
Michael Turner said bench him. 15.1.
He was drunk the week before, guys.
Yeah. And another miss, Green Ellis.
Green Ellis, man. I felt the law firm coming. I thought he was going to represent me in my case.
But he had the case of the
fumbles, man.
Yeah, man.
Fumbles. First of his career. Damn you, Green Ellis.
Wasn't expecting that.
Damn you. Show up this week, please. Week 4.
Another miss. Said sit Fitzy, no shitsy.
Sit Fitzy. Week 2, no shitsy for Fitzy. Week 3, full on me.
Yeah.
Sorry, Fitzy owners, if you listen to me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
21.9 points.
21.9. Yeah.
That's pretty big.
Arizona, the real deal.
Yeah. You was also high on Ryan Matthews.
Ryan Matthews, and he did do well with his subjected play, but he did fumble on the 2.
Yeah, and didn't 8.1. Not much for my team. I was really hoping Fosterdaumas would help me out on that one, and
missed a couple.
All right, but on the positive side, we had a couple of big hitters.
Big.
And one of them was the leg lifter.
The leg lifter. Lift it up for him. It laid out so bad I couldn't even lift it.
McKellar
Short. I told you the man was coming in. If you own Kevin Smith, I'm terribly, terribly sorry. But he's obviously the number 2 back. Yeah. Smith coming into week 3 was the number 1 back slated on the depth chart. However, he didn't see a touch.
No,
he didn't even get here.
Nope.
Can't even do that. No, he didn't even get that. That's it. He sat on the bench. LaShore is the guy they wanted. They've been waiting for it towards ACL last year. They wouldn't have spent a second-round pick on that guy if they didn't know he means business. Mikhail LaShore.
Keep
him starting. Let's roll with LaShore all year. See what happens.
Keep him if you can, huh? If you're in a keeper league.
Oh, like we are, and like you're like, who's that guy? And I was like, thank you.
Fosterdaumas strikes again.
Bang! That's
Ramses Barton. Another poop for you.
Another couple poops this week. I only gave him 1 poop last week, even though it ended up being like 2 poops.
It was
look at Barton. His career high in catches, yardage, no touchdown, but he had 7, 8, 9 receptions. Nick's absence helped him excel, as I told you he would. But back this week with Hakeem Nicks, look at Barton's numbers to diminish, if any. But that was good for last week. You're welcome.
Nice. Those were 2 nice poops.
LaShore was the leg lifter. That's the biggest poop we've ever had on the show. It was That's a triple time.
Well, I'm going to talk about something else. It's a topic everywhere. Everybody's talking about it. It's making me lose interest in football.
I'm telling you.
These refs.
Get them out of here. Get out of my face. Like, seriously, if you were terminated from the lingerie football league, which I promise you I could pay more attention to than the regular NFL, why in the hell are you working for us? Get out of here. Hopefully the deal's close to be done. Sources say we can get some refs maybe by week 4, and they can go back to the LFL, and I'll keep watching both.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, everybody knows that it costs Packers the win.
It costs Packers the win. Seattle, you're welcome. 12th man. It was the 12th man this week, and Seattle was the referee.
All right. This is a moment I've been waiting for. I want to hear about the poops for week 4.
Week 4 is poops.
Week 4. And we're going to start with, we're going to try to keep on moving along and giving you new players every week.
Right,
we want to talk about the same players. Everybody knows that you're going to start Arian Foster.
Of course.
Everybody knows that you're going to, start AP.
Everybody knows now that you're going to start Mikhail LaShore.
And everybody knows.
Week 4. You're welcome.
But it's been a big question. This season's been going real well, but Willis McGahee is showing up.
Wilson McGahee showed up a lot this year, and there's no reason this week not to start him. I give McGahee 2 poops. Put him in your lineup. He's questionable with the ribs. He's going to play. The dude's knee went backwards, and they said he'd never play again. And he's had a thriving career in the NFL.
2
McGahee.
Cedric Benson.
Cedric,
like him this
I'm
week.
on a boat.
I'm
Cedric's
on a boat.
on a boat, and he's playing the Saints. If anybody on your team is playing the Saints, don't feel bad about starting them this week. Rodgers finally gets it right. Cedric Benson, I look for to run over that depleted defense. No Vilma, not back yet, still suspended or injured, whatever they want to call him. Packers, Benson, 84 yards, touchdown, started, 2 poops.
The reeling New Orleans team.
New Orleans, my
It's
birthplace.
They are losing bad. They really miss their coach.
They miss Sean Payton.
They really miss him. It's showing up right now.
We miss you, Sean Payton.
Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton, man, rocket. He's about to cock it.
Didn't like him week 1.
Didn't like him week 1. He was awful.
Well, because he traded him after week 1.
He was getting banged up by that Baltimore Ravens defense, which, from what I hear, Terrell Suggs will be back sooner than later, so watch out for them. However, the Red Rocket since then has been dominant. He's finding his receivers, he's not throwing interceptions, and he's managing the game. If you've got the Red Rocket this week, I'm giving him 3 poops. Watch A.J. Green to show up for almost 200 yards and another TD this week.
Well, that's nothing out of the normal.
Actually, the first time he did that all season was last week.
But he's killing.
A.J.
is killing.
Woo-woo.
He's killing. I wish I would have drafted A.J. I missed out on that.
A.J. Hey, A.J.
Now,
A.J.
sleeper pooper.
Sleeper pooper of the week.
Sneaker.
You remember LaShore last
Sneaker.
week? Let me sneak on in. Give you a little bit of. Who's next? His name is Ryan Williams from Vitech. I want you to know about that. Yeah, it's coming through. VT. Coming through in Zona. And just to my knowledge, I recently heard Mr. I'm Soft as a pincushion. Beanie Wells is on the IR.
Oops.
Will Williams has been waiting for his opportunity. Week 2 against New England. He was actually in the game the last 2 minutes. You want your starting running back in the game last 2 minutes. He was in over Wells. Wells is soft. I knew he was going bye-bye. Ryan Williams, 3 poops. The LaShore of last week, 105, 2 touchdowns. Keep winning, Zona.
Yeah, and they're at home against the Dolphins, so.
At home against a Reggie Bushless Dolphins.
He might play, though. I heard he might play.
Yeah, and I heard a lot of things that weren't true.
All right, so that's good. That's good. We got the stardoms if you got them in. Now we're going to talk about the too much cheese constipation.
Too much cheese? Beer cheese.
Now, you don't like any of my boys on the Jets?
None of your boys on the Jets. Sit down Santonio, sit down Sean Green, sit down Bilal Powell if it's you. Dustin Keller, I don't even know if you know who you are anymore. Mark Sanchez, good night. You better hope Tebow starts and you get hurt on the way to the game. Because San Fran is going to have a field day on your face. All constipated, no poops. Sit every Jet you can on your team.
Yeah.
Even a kicker.
There's some guys that I was thinking about picking up off the free agent wire.
Okay.
But I don't really need a wideout right now. I'm not going to get him. But right here, it says that I should sit him anyways if I wanted.
Sit him anyway if you want to pick him up.
But I was impressed with Golden Tate. I really think that he's
Yeah.
up and coming. But no,
He's
don't
up
pick
and
him up
coming? You
yet.
think he's up and coming? Yeah, you see the numbers in the fantasy league. He was given a touchdown. It wasn't his. Yes,
That was
they
his
run.
second.
That was his second TD of the game. Oh, second TD of the game. They run the ball in Seattle. Wilson is a rookie. Pete Carroll's going to tail that offense to him. However, Golden Tate did catch the ball with 6 seconds left to win the game, even though it was intercepted. His 1 touchdown reception was nice, deep catch, about 35 yards. Very nice. However, they play run so much, they won't have the opportunity to find Tate this week.
All right. I think my boy Hanka, our boy Hanka, is not going to like what you have to say next as far as your sit-ems.
Hey, you know what? He's on my squad in some leagues too, and I got to tell you, you got to sit down, Cam the man. Time to sit down this week. Like I said last week, Phillip Rivers, you sit down against Atlanta, Cam the man, you got to do the same thing. No start on Cam. He's constipated. They don't have enough experience at wideout. LaFell was on my list for a lot of weeks. But now they're showing you're playing these divisional teams, divisional games. Atlanta is obviously the best team in the division.
But you don't think I should start D'Angelo or John Stewart if I got him?
No J. Stu, no D'Angelo. Atlanta is run first, going to stop you. And what they want to do with Newton is run that option. So you got to sit him down if you're playing with Carolina this week. Cam hurt me last week. Don't let him hurt you again. Find another option this week.
Oh, there was a couple of poops I forgot about. There was a kind of a team here, kind of sliding under the radar. Nobody expected the Vikings to be doing well. And what's the key part of the Vikings doing well is their quarterback position.
Well, their quarterback to tight end position. You got Ponder. You got Kyle Rudolph. They seem to find this bond. If you watched last week, Rudolph's making these acrobatic catches, stepping in for Ponder. He's quick-footed, and he's got a nice trigger. He throws the ball well. With Peterson in the backfield, they give you a lot of balance in the team. Watch out for Minnesota. Watch out for Ponder and Rudolph. I'm going to give them both 2 poops this week.
And AP and Percy aren't doing bad either. So
Oh,
they
no.
have weapons.
But they're supposed to. But they're supposed to.
Yeah,
I'm taking the guys
we're
that
talking about the guys that you
didn't even know.
You might not start.
You didn't even know he was going to be good, cuz.
And everybody is talking about the disappointing Cutler. But what do you think about Cutler this week?
This week, I've told you about Mr. Crybaby, his twin brother, Phillip Rivers. They're friends. They hate each other. Whatever. I've told you about the wham wham. This week is Cutler's week to shine. Watch out for Cutler, B. Marsh, Alshon Jeffrey, and Mike Bush and friends. In Dallas on Monday Night Football, they like to get embarrassed. They will do so this week. Cutler, 1 poop.
Now, the biggest cheese of them all, the one that you probably drafted, he went first round. He's really failing you right now, and I'm sorry. You might want to turn this off right now because we're about to talk about CJ, and he is not doing good. 3.4 points last week in the win. It wasn't even like they were struggling and trying to get, that they were out of reach from the running game. He could have ran. His last 3 carries, he lost 17 yards. He's only got 45 yards total the entire year. And this is supposed to be a top 5 running back.
I'm pretty positive, Mr. Keenan, that in 3 games, I would have 45 yards rushing. CJ, no K. You got your money. You're slacking. Don't blame it on anybody else but yourself. If he's on your team, if somebody would trade you the best kicker in the league for him, it's kind of feeling like you might want to go ahead and get it done. Because he's weak. Tennessee obviously had a comeback win against Detroit last week, and he wasn't even a part of it. Jake Locker's arm won the game for him, and their special teams as well. But CJ, no play. Bye-bye.
And I just really feel like his last 3 carries, he lost 17 yards.
17 yards. He's not trying.
He's just
What's he going to do?
He wants to bust a big play open, and he thinks that he's going to do something, and all of a sudden he's turning into one of those guys that goes backwards instead of going forward. And it's not looking good for CJ owners.
I'm sorry, guys. I didn't tell you to draft him, though.
I stayed away from him. I was going to take him.
I wanted him so bad,
but there's no way.
I'm glad I went the other direction. I'm glad.
You would have took him 2nd round.
Please, of course.
Of
course. Who wouldn't have?
I mean, but you had Cam the Man sitting there. And
we got a call coming.
So right as we kind of, all right, let's see. That's that ringtone.
That ringtone. Subscribe up top.
Oh yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe,
please.
The Daily Show.
The Daily Show's calling in.
Oh, nice. We got the Daily Show calling in for us today. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. How y'all doing today?
We're doing good, man. Feeling good. You got
I love the show. Watch it every week.
Hell yeah. Thanks,
got
man.
a quick question here for Fosterdaumas. I got a wideout position this week.
Go right ahead,
Who do I start on my lineup? I got Brandon Lloyd going against who's Brandon Lloyd play this week, Fosterdaumas?
Oh, Brandon Lloyd. We got Mr. Lloyd. Where did we lose them to? Oh, Brandon Lloyd and the Patriots.
He's playing the horrible Buffalo Bills this week.
Yeah, the horrible defensive Buffalo Bills.
The horrible Buffalo Bills. And then I've got Dwayne Bowe, the Kansas City Chiefs.
KC Chiefs. Chargers.
At home against the Chargers.
That's kind of a toss up. But for me, and for what each team does, and you've seen the Patriots, who are 1-2 by the way, right now, go to a different guy every week, and it's hurt them so bad to lose Hernandez. If I were you, I'm starting Mr. Dwayne, the man, the myth, the legend, Bowe.
It's hard to sit Dwayne Bowe, you know.
It's hard to sit him because he's capable of so much. And as soon as you sit Dwayne Bowe down, he's going to make you feel that.
You know. What do you think about that? What do you think about that, Daly?
I don't know. I appreciate Fosterdaumas' input there, but I still think I'll have to go with Brandon Lloyd.
He's going to go with Lloyd. Hey.
That's okay.
That's okay. Right.
Good luck to you.
Go into the wideout.
We'll see what happens, but good luck to you if you sit Bowe. You know, I might mention it next week on next week's show.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll see what
Thanks,
happens.
Daily Show.
Thank you, brother.
All right, later.
All right.
Right.
That was the
Good
Daily
call.
Show.
Totally disagree with the Fosterdaumas.
That's all right.
You don't disagree with Fosterdaumas?
That's all right. I mean, he did beat you in our league.
He did beat me.
He did get you. So, I mean, maybe that's why he disagrees. He's just trying to. That's okay.
Rub it in a little bit.
You think he's going to win for long?
No, when he loses this week because he didn't play Dwayne Bowe, I'm going to laugh so hard.
All right. Well, this is going to wrap it up just how we always do, guys. Thanks for watching the Entry Point. Like I said, if you're watching on YouTube, there's a subscribe button right there.
Click.
And I just think it'd be cool if you went ahead and subscribed for us.
I don't even know what it does, like we said.
We don't know.
No clue.
We're wrapping up how we always do, brother.
Wrap it up. Always wrap it up.
None of those STDs are really good. None of them. And they, herpes, you can't get rid of that stuff.
Wrap it
up.
Go ahead.
All right. Last week, you didn't wrap it up, and you got screwed. You went 4 for 12.
Who did I hit, though? I hit Zona.
You hit Arizona against Philly, which not good for my fantasy team. You hit Cincy against Washington, flip of a coin, lucky right there. You hit the Baltimore-New England game, which Baltimore is killing. And what else did you hit here? The Jets at Miami.
Hey.
That's a tough one.
Hey, All
right, so
this week I'm gonna get better for you.
This week, I mean, he went 500. He went 8-8 the week before. Week before that, even worse than this week. He's going good week, bad week, good week, bad week, and hopefully,
This should be a really good week, folks. Let's go.
Cleveland, Baltimore.
Baltimore. Ravens, easy money.
Easy money.
Thursday night, well, screw you. Take the Ravens.
So you don't want me to play Trent Richardson?
You don't play T-Rich. You don't.
Do I? Is that
you stray away from playing anybody from the team that should win.
Redskins, Bucks.
Redskins, Bucks. I'm going with RG3 getting it right. Skins.
Saints in the pack.
Roger that.
Reeling Saints. I was wrong about them. I thought they'd get it together, and it ain't happening. Bengals, Jags.
Red Rocket. Yum.
Yum. Oakland, Denver.
Peyton. Manning. Denver.
Dolphins,
Cardinals, no question. Here come the Cards.
They're killing, man.
Ryan Williams.
I think they got a good coach. They
got Ryan Williams ahead of Benny Wells. Poop.
49ers, Jets.
Niners. Sit all the Jets you can. Niners on the road. They drive all the way.
The team with the most Skittles, Seahawks at the Rams.
Most Skittles, Seahawks, Rams. That's easy. Marshawn's too much for everybody. Eat them Skittles.
Panthers, Falcons.
I'm going with the Falcons. The dirty.
You heard me? Vikings, Lions.
I'm going with Lions if they got to play Sean Hill. Mikael Leshore.
All right, Chargers, Chiefs.
I'm going to switch it up. Dwayne Bowe has a huge week this week. Jamal Charles goes off for another $150 thanks to the Daily Show. Chiefs get to 2-2.
The Titans and the Texans.
The Titans and the Texans.
The battle of the T's.
Is this the battle of the T's? Not the TTs, but 2 T's. Do you take the Titans or do you take the Texans? The obvious pick is the Texans, and am I going to switch it up? No, I'm going with the Texans. Easy money, Aaron Foster.
Pats, Bills.
Take Tom Brady. Take Wes Welker. Sit down, Tashard. You're the wrong choice, third string. Pats.
Welker made a comeback, didn't he?
He did. Don't call it a comeback. It's Wes Welker.
He's been there.
G-Men
Philly.
Sit down, Vic. You found another defense against you. You've been like the top 5 worst QBs I've seen all season. Sit down. Here comes the G-Man.
Super Bowl champs. Is this Monday night? Bears boys?
Bears boys. And Fosterdaumas himself will actually be there.
Woo!
So watch for me on TV.
That's right.
Watch for me on Monday night. I will be at the Bears-Cowboys game.
With your boy Sprigg.
With my boy Sprigg supporting the Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears.
On the road.
On the road. Take them. Jay Butler shows up with B-Marsh.
Yeah.
Earn your money.
You know.
Sit down.
You know.
Get out.
If you got them.
Start if you got them. You got the poopers.
Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Make sure you tune in every week. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. We're out.
Watch me on TV. You'll see my face.
What's the face going to look like? Give him the face.